I didn't mute myself. I think you can hear me coughing in the background. I do apologize. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night in America. Tonight we have a double header. The Fandom Access program will not be on tomorrow. As you know, it's normally on at 7 p.m. Pacific time, I think it's at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Due to the fact that tomorrow is Christmas Eve, they're moving their program over to tonight. So I believe it's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, maybe a little earlier, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So we have a doubleheader tonight, and really looking forward to kicking things off. I'm getting away from the themed programs as I just want to talk about those items, and we're going to get back to the paranormal stuff because we're very happy. Not that I was testing the waters, but I was testing the waters, and there are a lot of people that like paranormal stuff out there. So we're not doing cryptids, folks. That's an entirely different thing altogether. We do not even pretend to be experts on it. We are not knowledgeable in that, but we have experience in paranormal stuff. So we are going to continue with that. There's a lot of stuff going on the network right now, and to even go into details right now would be a waste. I'm probably going to have a special program at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, talk about our plans, what we're doing, the programming schedule, and everything that is going on in the network. But I hope you're well. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Robonica, and Happy Kwanzaa. And I hope everything is well for you in the world. So I gotta take a sip of my cup of Joe. It helps. It helps right now. So anyway, head on over to ndbmedia.net down there as you see it happening. And in my name there it is, right there. ndbmedia.net. You can help us out and see what's going on. We really do need help on trekking across the universe. We need to get to 100 likes so we can transmit directly to there. It's not one of our primary channels, but it is a specific page. If you really want to help us out, that is our goal. We need to get to 100 likes on Trekking Across the Universe on Facebook. Please, that would help out a great deal. Head on over there to Trekking Across the Universe. I suppose I'll go over there right now so you can take a look at what the page looks like. And please, the old man Roger needs a little bit of help on this. So if you would help out, that would be phenomenal. This is the page right here, Trekking Across the Universe. And if you would head on over there, that would be absolutely spectacular. That's it. And it really would help us out a great deal. That is the Facebook page. And thank you. And if you do subscribe or follow, please let us know. And you can leave a comment on the page. And you can, like I said, help us out. We need to grow this channel so we can transmit our programs directly. So we have another outlet there as well. So that is the ask. And I hope you're able to do it one of these days very soon. So, Monday Night in America. I don't know of any program that's had a longer run on the internet than us. We are in our 17th year. There's no one else that's been on the internet for longer than us. You tell me. We're a pop culture, entertainment, political, sci-fi, historical, and hysterical at times program. No one does what we do, and the network is an extension of it. So as I say, please help us out on it. So I am returning to the Monday Night in America. That was about a year, 2 years ago, which just had a lot of contemporary stuff. And it was something that I really enjoyed doing, but I got away from it because of circumstances. And now I'm returning to it. And I like doing that. But we're going to be talking about some things today. I may put some of the items that I want to talk about for next week, some of the astrological events that have taken place this year. There's actually quite a bit more. I don't have enough time to go over all of it, but there's some incredible news in the world of astronomy this year and in science. But I'm first going to visit with Consumer Reports and the top pick of the year on many items. And I want to talk about the very best apps, first and foremost, for health emergencies, managing your money, and much more. Now, while these are not my choices, I do agree with many of them. I am a consumer of Consumer Reports. I've had this since the late 80s, this magazine delivered to me, and I've been following it forever. So, there are millions of apps available for your phone, but you only need a handful to make daily life easier. From paying bills to creating a shopping list to enjoying podcasts. Here we list the most important apps, including the ones that come with your device, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, from Consumer Reports. For handling emergencies, obviously on the Apple iPhone, it's the Apple Find My. So we all have it. It's considered a primary one. It's an important one. It's a good one, especially if your item is lost or stolen or misplaced, we shall say. Google Find My Device also has one as well. And then you have one that has the medical symbol on it, which is ICE, not ICE as in immigration purposes, Immigration Custom Enforcement, but ICE, the old in case of emergency. Prior to the ubiquitous smartphone, when people would access your phone for a medical emergency to find someone, you would put the name of the person and ICE, or you would start it with ICE dash the name of the person. And it was a way that people could see, in case of emergency, contact this person. Well, there is an ICE medical standard. And as I said, ICE, short for in case of emergency, provides critical information that first responders, if you're ever incapacitated, enter details such as allergies, medications, and emergency contacts in the app. Then create an image to use for your lock screen background, enabling first responders to see the information at a glance. That is a wonderful app that you can go ahead and use. And right away, I want to give a shout out. Thank you, Jay Simmons. We appreciate the love. Head on over to Trekking Across the Universe, please. Appreciate it. Love it. FEMA. Now, I know this is going to get quite a few people in certain belief systems in a tizzy, but unlike all the lies and they were lies, folks. I'm sorry. And actually, I'm not sorry. They were lies. What you heard on the internet, not coming directly from FEMA, all the information was false. It is amazing to me in America as to how, well, if I say it, I lose the audience, but I am stunned as to how you can believe just whatever's on the internet. And you do not discriminate. You're so good at discriminating, and yet when it comes to information on the internet, you're lousy at it. Take it for whatever it is. But I'm going to leave it at that. That will be an editorial for another day. FEMA. It is the app from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which delivers critical information during emergencies such as major storms. Set your location, and you receive real-time weather alerts, along with details about emergency shelters in your area if they become necessary. The app also has advice on preparing for emergencies. I find it incredible that people did not turn to this app during the emergency, but were listening to programs that were full of hate and basically lying about the FEMA response. They were lies, ladies and gentlemen. They went out there to help people, not to rob people. And the reason why FEMA wasn't around is because you had roving bands of idiots going after them and threatening them. What do you expect them to do? You pull out. It's exactly what happened at Florence and Normandy. There were 50 units there, and the crowd got into the thousands. What are you going to do? Shoot them? No. You got to pull out. There's another one called First Aid American Red Cross. The First Aid app from the American Red Cross delivers step-by-step instructions for addressing situations, including allergic reactions, burns, and dehydration. A hospital finder will show you nearby facilities. Just tap on one to open your GPS mapping app. Now, there's also a calling 911. It's green with a little handphone headset. In a life-threatening situation, you know to call 911. But if you don't have cell service, try it anyway. Another cellular provider may have service in your location, and that company will patch you through a 911 call. No service at all? Any iPhone since the iPhone 14 will let you get help by satellite. Oops, I have an iPhone 8 Plus. Start by calling 911 and follow the prompts. You'll be communicating by text rather than a voice call. Hey, you're able to get in contact with them. Now, those were for handling emergencies. Now we're going to talk about handling money. You can set your phone's digital wallet to safely pay at a register. Additionally, get your bank's app for tasks like handling bills and checking balances. Want to send money to a friend? Read on for the best options and important info on safety. I am reading on. The Apple Wallet. This built-in app can safely store credit and debit cards, letting you tap to pay at a register. Open the wallet app and tap the plus sign in the upper right to add cards. The wallet can also, which I've used it for this. The wallet app can also store documents such as airline boarding passes, tickets to events, and depending on where you live, transit cards, and your driver's license. I don't have it with my driver's license yet because in California, I have the DMV app, and I am not necessarily a beta tester, but I've had a DMV account since the 2000s, and I was offered the opportunity to have my license on my phone. I signed up. It's great having it there. The Samsung Wallet, and it functions much like the Apple's. You can add credit and debit cards along with items such as a retailer membership IDs, boarding passes, and event tickets. Then you have the Cash App. I actually have this app as well. Tools like Cash App let you send money to another person from your bank or debit card. I love the moment I go live, I get tons and tons of messages. People are sending me messages right now while I'm live. Along with Apple Cash, just for Apple users, Venmo and Zelle have strong security protections, though policies on reimbursing fraud victims vary widely. But no matter which of these you use, tread carefully. None of these companies will help you if you accidentally send money to the wrong person or type in the wrong amount. Yes, that is true. That is why I myself use Zelle through my bank. I am able to download the Zelle app, and if I try to create an account, it tells me I already am signed up with my bank. So that's a cool security function. Now, there are also banking apps. Most bank apps have mobile apps that will let you do tasks such as checking your balances, paying bills, finding a routing number, and setting up a variety of useful alerts. You can easily deposit checks by snapping a photo, saving yourself a trip to an ATM. And I want to give a shout out to Sonia Robles. Thank you for the like. And if you have any comments, please fire them off. And it's real cool. Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo. Those are the ones that are mentioned. Taking better notes. Now, it's interesting because I have still a Note 10. And this is absolutely beautiful. I love this phone because while I was at work, I used my phone to take notes during staff meetings. And then I, in turn, would put them on my computer and I would hand them out to the coworkers. So it's really kind of cool. I use US Bank. Zelle is built in the app. Bank of America for me. I believe my credit unions also have that built in. So, yes, I can create a note right here on my Note 10. It says create note, and I can write. And it was really cool that my handwritten notes would then show up in a document that I could edit as well as send to the team members. Because that is the catchword, is it not? Team members. So I use my one note for my Note 10 for that. I love the phone. They got rid of the Note 10 line and they've added it with the Galaxy. My daughter has the Galaxy. I think it's the 24. Yeah, dude, that's an awesome phone. But whatever. If you don't have a Note 10 or anything like that, Apple Notes, Samsung Notes, and then any.do. This app makes it easy to organize multi-step tasks and see to-do lists alongside items from your calendar app. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check this one out. There are paid tiers. Okay, I may not check it out. But the most important features are free, like a voice recognition tool that lets you add to-do lists verbally, including the dates and times when you want to receive reminders. Ooh. A shopping list feature can automatically group your groceries into categories, then assign an aisle to each group to save time at the store. Wow. That is shopping porn, folks. For staying healthy, your phone can help with everything from counting your steps to giving you medication reminders. Want to track what you eat as well? We have a suggestion for that. Consumer Reports. And you have the Apple Health. I use it. I input I don't pay extra for the app that I have that collects my food and stuff. It is my personal trainer or something like that. Let me see. But under my health app, where is it? Forgive me a moment. Oh, here it is. My Fitness Pal. The basic function works real well. But if you want it to automate some of your tasks, you might want to upgrade. But for me, it was a little out of my price range for what I wanted to pay for an app. But it has some neat functionality. I have no use for that, but I acknowledge they have a lot of good stuff there. Lethal Migraine. I have the Ultra 24. It came with the pen. I should use it once in a while. Excuse me. That's the one that my daughter has. I do use the Apple Health. The iPhone's built-in health app is packed with features. Open the Browse tab to get started. Under Activity, you'll find a tracker that counts your steps and flights of stairs. Oh, yeah. The Medications tab help you schedule reminders, which I do receive. You know, I've been on my programs and I receive the reminders. You can choose an icon with the color and shape of each pill or capsule as a visual aid. Under the Sleep tab, use the time in bed function to estimate your sleep based on when you put down and pick up your phone. Let me tell you, it's fairly accurate, especially for me. You have Samsung Health. This built-in app includes a step tracker, medication reminders, and simple tools such as a button that helps you log your daily water intake. See, now that's cool. I have to open up the health app, find the water line, and then put in how much water I take. But I use it to keep track as well. So Lethal Migraine does use that one, says it's decent. You'll see all the features right from the first screen when you open the app. My Fitness Pal. Oh my goodness, there it is. So here's an image of it. My Fitness Pal. That's the one that I use. My Fitness Pal makes it easy to log your intake of calories and nutrients, such as carbohydrates, fat, protein, and vitamins. If you enter your diet and fitness goals along with details like your height, age, and weight, the app will make daily adjustments based on your activity level. If you don't keep up to it, the information is just not good. But it works, and I like it. It monitors my weight, and it helps me. It knows my height, it knows my current weight, and it says, okay, well, if you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that, well, this is what you need to do. And it it's kind of cool. My age too old. My weight too much. You're funny. And I'm too tired to care. For going places, that's easy. Google Maps, Waze, Apple Maps, and mobile passport control. Ooh. Coming back to the US from abroad, download the free mobile passport control app to access a shorter line for talking to a customs agent. You enter your passport information and answer questions such as the value of any souvenirs. You can enter information for multiple travelers, unlike global entry. It doesn't include TSA PreCheck for quicker security scanning. Okay, but you have the mobile passport control. I have not used that one, but there it is right there. Mobile passport control. Not bad. Yeah, I'm going to skip over the airline and car rental apps, but listening for free, Spotify, Overcast, tuning or turning your TV or turning your phone into a TV. I know who wants to do that, but you can. Netflix, Hoopla, and cable companies. So if you pay for cable TV, the company probably has an app that lets you sign into your account. I use a Spectrum app here at home, and let me tell you, it's functional. It's not dumb proof, but they did follow the dictum of KISS. That's the military acronym. Keep it simple, stupid. So it works. And I'm not putting the Spectrum app down. I use it. It's functional. I just mentioned that it's really easy. So a few fun apps to download: PlantNet, Just Watch, and Supercook. I might have to look at that one. But those are just some of the top picks of the year in consumer reports for apps. We might take a look at a few others. I'm using several of the printers that are mentioned here, but I think we're going to take a look at that one next week on some other items. I just wanted to get to that one right now. Now, Consumer Reports also has the Guide to Natural Cures. This is something that you should really check out. Natural cures, which ones work and which don't. Now, I did receive a post, and I'm going to tell them, talking about this now on the program. Almighty has a statement from Alaska's news source. Check this out. That President-elect Trump vows to restore Mount McKinley name for Alaska's tallest peak. So that's interesting. This is from Anchorage, Alaska, where I was in 2022. It says it's been an issue in Alaska for generations. In a speech Sunday night, which was yesterday, President-elect Donald Trump says he plans to weigh in on the name of America's tallest mountain. Trump is vowing to change the name of Denali back to Mount McKinley. Speaking at a conservative conference Sunday night, Trump said he plans to reverse the 2015 Obama-era decision that restored the mountain's traditional Alaska native name, Denali. I don't know if he's going to buy it. I've been reading that he's just going to take it. Now, the thing with Panama, we can talk about that a little bit later. I'm not prepared to argue with him on the whole issue with Panama. But I have no real opinion or commentary, but let's see. Speaking of conservative, okay, I mentioned that. So I didn't know that it was a 2015 Obama-era decision that restored the mountain's traditional Alaska native name, Denali. The peak was officially named Mount McKinley from 1917 to 2015, honoring the 25th president, William McKinley. President-elect Trump initially backed off the renaming in 2017 after Alaska's senators opposed the move. Now he's reigniting the debate. In this article, it says, quote, President McKinley was a president that was responsible for creating a vast sum of money in the United States that Teddy Roosevelt then spent. So let's say they were both excellent presidents, but McKinley did that, and that's one of the reasons that we're going to bring back the name of Mount McKinley, because I think he deserves it. The move to rename the mountain nearly a decade ago was celebrated by many Alaskans as a significant step in honoring Native heritage and traditions. Yet the decision faced pushback from critics who argued it undermined the legacy of President McKinley, who was assassinated in 1901. So that's rather interesting. I didn't know that he tried to change it a while ago. So, hi Hope, how you doing? And I want to give a shout out to Hope. Thank you. So it's all good. I saw this message come in on Almighty's general chat. That's why I wanted to go ahead and comment on it right now. So who knows? Now, Greenland, it's a sovereign territory of Denmark. We would have to buy it. I don't think that we could invade it. Now, Panama's a different thing altogether because there is treaty language that in the event of some national disaster or something that's in the treaty, you all have to do your own homework on this, but I have known of this for such a long time. That's why the United States maintains a military presence down in Panama. What a lot of people don't know is that we're still down there. The United States, when I say we're, I'm talking about the United States. I've heard continuously on the internet that China has taken over the Panama Canal. No. No. They have about as much presence down there as anyone else does. But the U.S. military is still down there. The U.S. military has the means to take control of the canal in the event of a national or world emergency, whether they like it or not. You have to read the treaty, and, well, that's why I said Panama's a whole different thing altogether. There's treaty language in there. So that would make a wonderful thing. Apex, okay, wow. Apex Regional Landfill. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what comes of that. But I guess I'm going to look up some of that treaty language because a lot of people don't realize that there were two treaties involved in the transference of the Panama Canal to Panama, because when Panama became a nation, immediately the canal zone was given to the United States. Panama they had it for like, what, a day, I guess, and they immediately gave it to the United States. I don't think Panama ever actually even controlled it. I think the United States has had it. So, folks, like it or not, this is not an opinion. Don't listen to what's on the internet. I know, don't listen to me, right? Don't listen without looking it up. And there is treaty stipulation on that. I'm pretty sure the treaty gave the U.S. two things, the canal and Mariano Rivera. I appreciate that, pal. That's funny. That's good. I definitely like that one. So, Hope, thank you. Parties involved: United States and Panama. Purpose: granting the United States the right to construct, maintain, and operate the Panama Canal in perpetuity. Key provisions: Panama ceded sovereignty over the canal zone to the United States. The U.S. gained control over the 10-mile wide strip of land across the Isthmus of Panama for canal construction operations. The treaty provided Panama an initial payment and an annual rent. Though these terms were, there's a little bit more, and I thank you, Hope, but that's what I'm talking about. There were two treaties that changed that, and it was negotiated, or as many people say, given away by Jimmy Carter in, I think it was 78 or 79. And the thing was that Panama would take over on December 31st, 1999. I think it was 22 or 23 years. So it's probably 77 or 78 when that treaty was negotiated. So, I thank you, Hope. I appreciate it. That's the original treaty where we supported the freedom of Panama from Colombia. So here we go. The Torrijos-Carter treaties. Thank you, Hope. You're the bomb woman. Parties involved, the United States and Panama. Purpose, transfer control of the Panama Canal from the United States to Panama while ensuring its neutrality. Key provisions, Panama Canal Treaty transferred canal operations administration in Panama by December 31st, 1999. Gradually increased Panamanian participation in canal management during the transition period. Neutral treaty declared the canal neutral and open to all nations in both peace and war. And there's still a little bit more. So I hope, awesome. I thank you. So hopefully we can get a little bit more to that. Thank you, Hope. But yes, there is, like I said, we still have a presence down there. And in the event something happens determined by the United States. So the whole thing of taking over Greenland, that will precipitate a war. Taking back the canal zone? I don't know. So I'm telling you, it's in the treaty that was done in 1977. So thank you for that, Hope, on that comment. I thought it was maybe 78 or 79, but looking back, it was 77. And thank you for that. Yes, it is neutral and open to all, but in the event of a national security item, we can go in there and take control of it. So check out the treaty stipulations, folks. There is stuff in there. So look, if the United States is able to buy Greenland, that would be a big deal for the United States because we still don't know of all the natural resources that are in and around New Zealand. Freudian slip. Greenland. And it would extend the continental shelf and our claim in the Arctic Ocean. This is a big deal for future reserves. So I see the United States eventually getting Canada. I really do. The price is right, folks. That's all it is. The United States has done it in the past, and I see them doing it again. But we will not go to war for Greenland, but I see us buying Greenland. Seriously. It may be done in the next 4 years or after, but I do see it happening. Panama, that's different. I could see us having it back in the United States control within a year or two. No chance on which one? Greenland? Okay. Panama? No. I think that one can happen real soon. But I thank Almighty for putting that in his news chat. And like I said, I just saw it right now, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So that's why I referenced it right now. So Denmark said it's up to the citizens of Greenland if they want it sold, and they don't. They didn't 4 years ago, and they never will. And yeah, because they are self-determining there in Greenland. So yeah, I get that. A lot of good stuff going on. Now, I hinted, and folks, reminder, we have a program reminder today. Fandom Access will not be on tomorrow. It's going to be following us tonight due to it being Christmas Eve. I may be back on tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't done a Tuesday night in forever. I'm also thinking of doing something on Christmas Day here in the United States about the time that the I'll get to that in a moment, Hope. For the 2004, folks, we're 2 days away from the 20th anniversary of the Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. I'm thinking of going live at the moment the earthquake hit, because I don't know if a lot of you now know, NDB Media opened up our website, NDB Noriega.biz. NDB Noriega.biz. That's the original website. What a pretentious little prick, right? Anyway, I began Noriega.biz, the website. It was switched to NDB and then media. So I'm confused. What are you saying Greenland has to do with the name change? Actually, nothing, Hope. I had already finished talking about that. I think you may have gone on to something else, or you were super busy helping me out with all the treaty stipulations. I had mentioned that it would be interesting to see what's going to happen, but I believe there was a comment in the chat room regarding Greenland and Panama, and that's where I went over to talk about those. So I appreciate it. I work tomorrow. Entertain me, clown. I will endeavor. Are you not entertained? Oh, hey, Hope. I hope your kid's doing better. I know you mentioned yesterday that one of them was not feeling well. I hope everything's going well with you guys. So I will do the best that I can to entertain. I'm probably going to be on tomorrow, and I'm probably going to be on Christmas Day as well. But I want to talk very quickly about natural cures. This was also in Consumer Reports in the January and February edition. I hope that's all it was. Flu. That's cool, man. I appreciate it. You know, if he still has it, so be it. But feeling better, it's all good. So forgive me, I got to take a sip out of my cup of Joe. Please remember that Fandom Access. Well, actually, they're no longer Fandom Access, folks. They are not. They are. Let me head over there right now. I need to make certain. The program is Sci-Fi Vision Presents. So they're going to be on right after us at about 10:30 tonight, Eastern time. I'm going to finish at about 10 o'clock today, and that's why we have a double header tonight, which is kind of cool. So I may take tomorrow's slot as well. So natural cures, which ones work and which ones don't. This is in Consumer Reports. It's in the January and February issue. So they talk about that there's 4 types of natural therapies: nutrition, body, mind, and mind/body. Nutrition is dietary supplements, herbs, and foods. Body is acupuncture, massage, and other hands-on therapies. I apologize, folks. I am having issues right now. You know that I have diverticulosis. It can be a little troublesome. So I know that some things don't agree with me, and it does come back up, and I apologize. I hear it, and it's embarrassing. So I don't think it's the coffee right now. Usually it doesn't do me anything, but sorry for that. Hands-on therapies and those like saline nasal rinses. The mind, I didn't know that this was a thing. Talk therapy, which is probably what I'm doing right now. Meditation and treatments such as music therapy and hypnotherapy. Mind and body therapies, which are physical activities that harness the power of your mind. Also CBD and light therapy. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Now, I'm going to touch on a few things, and some of them may be close to my heart or close to my body, for lack of a better word. For back pain, Consumer Reports is saying that acupuncture works. Spinal manipulation. They have talked about spinal manipulation for me, but they haven't moved to that yet. I may have that done. You know or don't know, I have degenerative and compressing discs in my neck. That's why I have the paralysis in my hands, because I finally saw the images of the core of my spine, and it's like the core of a tree or a plant. And I've seen the little tube, which is the core, and the vertebrae, which is protruding into it. It looks like it's squeezed, and I feel it. And where it squeezes the core, it's also squeezing the nerves. And that's why this finger is perpetually tingly. Folks, I was losing my mind for the first 4 months because it's like it's always waking up. And it's doing that right now. It's doing it on this finger as well, on my right hand. And it is unnerving. I'm starting to feel it in my right ring finger as well. And I can't wait for resolution. So cryotherapy. Jay, and thank you, Jay, for that. I'm not familiar with cryo. Jay, why the hell didn't I ask you to join me? I didn't think about that. Dude, you're a health maven. Okay, actually, I don't know if maven would be appropriate. I don't know if that's female. So I apologize, Jay. I I don't have an answer for that. So Hope says, I love more natural forms of medicine and science. Jay, if you are available, I'm going to send you the invite right now. Health guru. Actually, yes, he is. He's a personal something or other. I don't know if he wants to share with everyone, but he knows quite a bit about taking care of himself, the body, and he helps out a lot of other people too. Jay is the man. The man. He is the man. And he's an engineer. For the love of all that is holy. Oh, hi, Jay. I just saw your message on December 12th. Oops. Anyway, if you have a chance to join me, you're more than welcome. We're going to be on for about another 17 minutes, folks, because we have a program that's following us. But for back pain, acupuncture, spinal manipulation, massage, I am hurting for a massage, folks. I really am. And I don't know. We'll see. Mindfulness based stress reduction. Oh, you're driving. Okay. Very good, Jay. Very good. Mind body exercise, which is yoga, Tai Chi, and Pilates. There's no way I can do any of that stuff right now. Effective physical activities from chronic back pain in review of 118 studies. All are supported by evidence, but the best research seems to be around yoga. I see yoga and I'm like, hey, boo boo bear. That was a very bad Yogi Bear. I have a much better though. Hey, boo boo. I'm out of practice, man. I've got to work on that one. I had a decent Yogi Berra. I actually was able to do one of the characters from the George Hamilton movie Love at First Bite. It's a little embarrassing right now. I'm not going to do it live. But my ability to remember entire conversations, I can do the entire exchange of Zorro and his brother. it's ugh. Cupping. Now, I've heard of that. Cupping for pain. In this 5,000-year-old practice, suction cups are placed on the skin and are quickly pulled off to boost blood flow to the area and speed healing. Jay, are you familiar with that? Yoga looks simple and easy, but it's really hard and taxing on the body. It really works everything in your body. I had a classmate of mine that wanted to help me meditate, and I never look. Siri tells me time to meditate. I blow her off. I blew him off. I may reach out to him, and because he meditates and he's so relaxed. I hate him in a good way, guys. You know what I mean when I say that. What did you say? A lot of athletes use cupping. I did not know that. Now, this ancient Chinese practice involves applying suction cups to the skin, then pulling them off quickly to increase blood flow to the area and thus speed the healing process. The therapy may offer some short term relief for chronic back pain. A 2024 review of studies suggests, but more studies and specific treatment protocols are needed, the researchers say. But there is support for it, which is really good. So Jay is familiar with that. Jay, I really regret that I did not ask you. Maybe we could have you on another day because there's so much material to go over. And I'm going to end the program going over these items, and maybe there'll be some more to do next time around. Cupping is similar to Hua Sha in Asian cultures. And if you blanched right there, Hope, sorry, I don't always get the pronunciation correct. It does the same thing, stimulates blood flow to the body. I will have to show you what my back looks like after Min's mom does my back with Washaw. Actually, didn't you show me already once before? We kind of joked about it because I think you asked me, what does this look like? And oh, okay, you know what? Maybe not the cupping. Yes, you did show me those images. I'm not going to show those right now. Uh, but you did show them to me, yes. But you kind of were messy with me by saying, "Hey, what does this look like?" I had no answer, and then you went on to explain to me what it was. I remember we had that conversation, and I thank you, Hope. So, what does it do for you? I'm curious if you could put that comment in there, and Hope, if you would like to join me in the last few minutes, maybe you could talk about it as well. That is cool. Now they say don't use for back pain. Kratom supplements have been linked to seizures and liver toxicity, according to the Food and Drug Administration, and it's illegal to market Kratom in the U.S. CBD, wow, cannabidiol, a substance. You see, I don't even know what it is, but I know what it is. In cannabis that doesn't get users high, hasn't been found effective for most back pain. And over-the-counter CBD isn't FDA regulated. So you don't know what's in it, says Chow. A 2024 review of studies found that some products contain ingredients that weren't listed on labels, among them psychoactive substances. So be very careful on what it says. They don't understand what is in some of the CBD. So that's fair. For achy joints, Tai Chi, yoga, it's two, I think. And the jury is still out on glucosamine and chondroitin. Going back to the cupping or the gua sha. Did I pronounce it more or less? See, she saves my dignity. She'll say, you're close. She does it when I'm sick. She uses a green menthol Asian oil. See, I know we talked about it because I talked about the odor. They believe it draws out the sickness and heals you. I think it promotes your body to respond to those areas as an injury, allowing your body to jumpstart healing yourself more so than just the sickness you're fighting. That's cool, Hope. I appreciate you sharing that right now. Now, the jury is also out on turmeric, acupuncture, massage, chiropractic for achy joints. Mom calls it something else in Vietnamese. I can't pronounce it either, or not well, anyways. I thank you. Now, I am going to undergo another sleep study. I was using a CPAP machine, which I've had for almost 10 years, and it broke down. And that's why I'm having a lot of trouble right now. Sometimes you can actually see the bags because I've been very, very tired lately. That machine did save my life because I was rated the highest I had under the sleep study. My sleep was interrupted between 52 and 56 times an hour. Now, in my case, I tend to sleep on the side. So the reason why I snore and it becomes bad or it's bad is because when I'm on my side, and if you think of your esophagus, folks, the problem that I have is my tongue and my throat will relax. And when it relaxes, it blocks my esophagus. So my snoring is because my lungs are not receiving air, and then they receive the oxygen levels too low, so the brain zaps, and the snore is the opening of my esophagus again. And I was doing it 50 to almost 60 times an hour. So I was at the highest level of possible cardiac, stroke, whatever. That machine helped me to rest at night. And my machine's not working right now. So I'm going to undergo another sleep study soon. Sleep jolting. I hate when Min does that. Huh. I'm not sure what that is. Is it what I'm talking about? What the noise? It's our body. And it's like I said, I lie on my side so the tongue relaxes and blocks my esophagus. That's my snoring. So you've seen those things that say, oh, this will help you. The mouth guard, that does nothing. The mouth guard will do nothing for me. I know what it is because I had the sleep study done. Oh, yes, yes. I was told that at times when the brain sends the message to, well, in my case, to my tongue, and it says take in air, there are times that I would, jolt as well, and it's not good. So I have to tell you guys, I was so frightened undergoing the sleep study because they start with so many different types of breathing apparatus. And the first one that they gave me, and I get very nervous about it because I am claustrophobic, but they were basically 2 tubes up my nose. And CPAP is continuous positive airflow. That's all it is. Continuous positive airflow. That's why it works for me. It keeps the esophagus open. When they put the little things up my nostril, I was like suffocating. And I have to tell you that I was so saddened and frightened because I said, if this is what they're going to, it's never going to work. Thank goodness they have different masks, different things that will fit you. And the third one worked for me. The mask that I have fits like right here, right above my lip and on the bridge, and it works. It's a little tough getting used to the first time around, but I'm not going to say I missed the machine, but I can tell I've been very tired as of late. And with all the other stuff that I have going on, it just builds up and builds up. So I'm going to have the sleep study done probably in the next 2 weeks, at which point they're going to give me another machine. So I mentioned to my regular doctor that my machine is not functioning. He says, well, when did you have it? I said, well, 10 years ago. He said, oh, yeah, we got to do it all over again. It's like, okay. And then I went to see him this past week when I commented about I was getting the lab work, the blood work, and the x-rays, all that stuff. I was there, and he says, yeah, we got to put you in for another study. So we shall see. I'm going to have to whip out the PJs. I still have my seminary PJs. Oh, my God. They're white with like burgundy or red little lines going down. And then I have green PJs. I know this is embarrassing, but I do. I still have 2 sets of PJs, and they still fit. God bless America. Oh, and when I went for my exam, I was wrong. I thought I had lost an inch. I am still 5'11 and a half. So I don't know who measured incorrectly. So you have so many different things you're battling. None of us would know if you didn't tell us. Most people would let those things make them miserable. You still point joy out into the world for each of us. Hope, what I do here works both ways. And I thank you for that. Even though I'm an introvert, I need to speak. And if I can make people laugh, and if I can make people think, if I can make people get angry at me, but in a good way, then it's a good thing. This may be a conceit, but I believe I am a good person. And I misfire. And Hope, I did send you a message. I sent it to a few people, and I realized it was inappropriate. When I went back to listen, I'm like, oh, it might say something else that I don't want to. I just thought it was funny, but I sent it to like 6 people, and not one responded. So I knew it was a misfire. And I apologize, Hope. You were one of the ones that I sent it to. I do it because I found something funny in that message. It was rather crude, especially at the very end. I chuckled at that. Then don't watch it. Don't watch it. But it was kind of on the crude side. And it said some things in there. I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna be misinterpreted. But no one responded to it. I think it was in the last week. And yeah, I sent it on December 12th at 9:16 a.m. It's vulgar, and I'm sorry for that. But no one responded. So that's why I apologize to you now. It was meant to do. And folks, on my Facebook page, whoops. I hope you guys didn't see that. Oh, you like that one? All right. Awesome. It was meant to make people laugh. Folks, on my Facebook page, if I find a video that made me laugh, I share it. And that's why I do it. That's why I do this program. And I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. But this is a mutual thing. And for people to come over and spend time with me, it still blows me away. It still blows me away. Yes, I love this video. I used to send it around last year. Oh, okay. That is cool. So, folks, there is still quite a bit more on this. Sleep problems that I wanted to go over, mental health issues, heart issues, cold and flu, maybe a little late, digestive trouble. I have to take a look at that one. And risky remedies to avoid. And it's kind of, there's cell phone stuff. I think I'm going to continue it on next week's episode where I have a little bit more time. Consumer Reports, their guide to natural cures, and other items as well, which is really cool. So, folks, as far as Hope's comment, I thank you, Hope. I appreciate that. I suppose I share because they called me on the carpet because they said I used to keep everything private, that I would disappear for hours and days. I wouldn't tell anyone anything. And people read me the Riot Act. So I think I overshare too much now. But no one reads me the Riot Act. I give thanks when I meet with my classmates, family, and everyone, that I look at what I have and I'm like, nope, we're good. We're good. I don't need any more. And I have them. People think that I don't have issues, and I do, mental and physical. And I work through them. I've told you all that I stutter. I am terribly shy. And I have physical ailments that I've been suffering with for a while, but I'm still working through them. And if I, okay, this is going to be on the stuck up side. If I can be an inspiration to others, then it's payback for all the people that have been inspirations to me. So, go figure. Let me see what time they have their program scheduled, because if they're going to go at 7, that's like in a minute away. And I don't think it's scheduled for that time. And I'm going to have to end this because I don't think we can do a mutual one. Oh, yeah, it's scheduled for 7:30. So I have a few more minutes. Oh, you see my alarms are going off. I'm going to take my pharmaceuticals. So they're still scheduled for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to take a few more moments. I consider myself lucky, folks. Yes, I have things going on, but we just move on. Oftentimes I don't share, but you guys know that when you were watching the Sports Talk with the Guys program, you know when I tuned out ESPN, you know who my hero was. Lethal, I think you were there for that one. When the young lady who was 18 years old, suffering from some unique, horrible form of cancer, she had a death sentence and she knew she was going to die. And all she wanted to do was play basketball. And she had a chance to play basketball in college, and I'll never, ever forget it. She could barely walk at that point, and the other team knew she was going to come in. I may try to find the video for next week. But when she finally got a chance to play, she moved for the basket. They threw her the ball, and the opposing team, they went up to her to play defense. They tried to block her out, but it was playful and it was respectful. She drove on the basket. She took one shot. She hit a layup. Her teammates, the opponents, went wild. Everyone in the auditorium lost their mind because they knew that this young lady would be gone soon. She exited the game and she finally had a chance to play college basketball. And she devoted her final days to raise money and awareness to the unique form of cancer that she had. She devoted her life. And they asked her, "Why are you doing it?" And she said, "Because they will eventually find a cure for this." You remember lethal migraine. Thank you. I'm going to do a quick search right now. And the reason why I mentioned this young lady is I think she died at 18. She lived a life more so than many of us. She knew more at her age than the vast majority of people will ever learn in the rest of their lives. Her name was submitted for the ESPYs for the Arthur Ashe Award. And for anyone who knows who Arthur Ashe is, you know all about him. And the award is for dignity and courage. And I will not mention the name of the person that was given the award. She did not win. Had I had something in my hand, I would have thrown it at the TV. I tuned out ESPN. I tuned out the ESPYs. They gave it to someone that their entire life they had suffered in silence, and they were now coming to an acceptance of who they were. Lauryn Hill gave her last days, weeks, and months for those that would come after her. She knew she was going to die. I cannot tell you what I want to say about ESPN. I was disgusted then, and I'm disgusted now. And why do I mention her name? Because every day she woke up and she knew what she had. And she lived her life for herself, but by doing so, she lived it for others. So when I look at what I have, there was a meme that I posted on Facebook or a video. It says, you need to live life. You need to be scared. You need to be there are so many things that you could do today. There are others that cannot. And I suppose that's my answer to you, Hope. I do it because I can do it. There are others that cannot. And the meme that I had was, oh my God, I found the video that I put. Here's another video. This is who Roger is, okay? Okay. It has a copyright, so I'm not going to play it, but it's on my Facebook page and you know it. It's the video of a young boy, a young man who rear ends a car. It's on my page on December 18th. And it has that song that changed my life. And the young man rams into the car for whatever reason, and the driver comes out. And he comes out and he reaches for a hug. He doesn't care about the car. He cares for the young man that hit him. And it says in the video, the man didn't care about his car. He cared about the boy's safety. The other video that I posted was, and I'm going to look back. Oh, and a reminder, May 10th, 2025, Stamp Out Hunger. So it was live life. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to run off now and thank you, Hope. The media and awards only reward those who will be relevant to them. As for the girl who knew she was dying, her illness may have been a silent blessing. It taught her how precious life was and taught others to live in the now. Taught me to live in the now. And I will have that video for next week about if you're going to do something, do it. If you're going to be scared, do it, because there are people that cannot do it today. Live your life, because there are people that would readily give to be able to do it. So I will find that post and I will play it. Live your life, folks. I admire Lauryn Hill. She's my hero. And I think I'm going to leave that for now. I know I can get emotionally heavy at times, but that's who and what I am, and I'm sorry. But I appreciate all of you. I wish you all a wonderful holiday with your families. I hope all is well. And if they're not, come and join me. I'll be on tomorrow and I'll be on Christmas Day too. And we'll mess around a little bit. We'll share some jokes and we'll tell some stories. And hopefully we'll all be better for it. I thank you all. I appreciate you all. And we got a lot more to talk about next time. So I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to check out Sci-Fi. They're following us. What's the name of the program again? Sci-Fi Vision. Her awesome website. So we'll see you guys. Peace always. Thanks for stopping in.